Fair. We're playing because we're playing as the boy. Is it broken? Yeah. Well, the kid's better at magic because he's the actual phoenix. I mean, they said it. I'm pretty sure they said it in the dialogue that we talked over. Yeah, no, that's why mommy hates Clive because he didn't get the phoenix. But then the one who got the phoenix is all sick, so that's why she's a fucking pissed off. Maybe. Oh, I forgot. I forgot they were getting DLC. Neat. All right. All right. We are boy now. I have a sword. You idiot. We all have swords. Um. So anyway, I had a stream topic idea. And maybe I'm just a bad friend. Um. But I was thinking about manga, and I was thinking like, what is our like actual? I know some series you like. I know you like Promise Neverland and Doctor Stone. I don't know what your all-time favorite manga is. So, what are your top 5 mangas? Fair. Okay, do you like the manga? I actually didn't know you liked the manga. Fair. Hmm. Fair. Oh, okay. That was easy. Yeah. Fair. And I was thinking like Naruto, but I was like, I don't think Naruto's in his top 5. But fair. Yeah. Yeah. It's Nope, I have nothing funny. So, yeah. It's totally not the things all behind my camera. It's actually Shaman King. I've actually never heard the Shaman King theme song. Is it like One Piece rap bad, or is it like actually his his name's Tyler? One of the dead guard, one of the guys who was our party member in the last section. Yeah, his name's Tyler. You called them. I forget what you called them, but I like your names for them. Fair. Okay, so it's actually like these. Okay. Fair.
Joshua, come here. Tyler, you're hurt.
Not yet. I'm just watching Tyler die. Or not die. I just got Clive back. Yeah. Hey, look, Dad.
You rescued the young prince.
Oh, yeah, I think it was Braden Caden. I don't trust. Oh, that's not Dad, is it?
Thank you, Your Grace.
Or is it? Yeah. Because I don't know. I feel maybe I think that is Dad. I don't fucking know. But he felt very. I got like ominous vibes of him. That's why I was thinking like, oh, maybe that's not Dad. Because I think Dad's a good guy. But yeah, obviously One Piece is numero uno. Oh, there's Al. I could like a lot of things, you can always change, but I generally rank things. Number 2, I would put is Kaguya-sama. I think Love is War is really fucking good. Yeah. I think it's a masterpiece.
The north gate's up ahead. There are chocobos in the station. Father, take Joshua and get to safety.
I was gonna say, probably Full Metal Alchemist. Probably next.
I remember, which is why I'm going to hold the enemy here while you make your escape. I will order our remaining forces to rally.
Fair.
Now go.
Reddit. Fair.
My duty.
Yeah. I haven't watched the anime for Assassination Classroom, so I don't know. I'm assuming it's faithful. But I know, obviously, I've read and watched Brotherhood. And it's really fucking. Both versions are really good, and they're basically the same.
Counting on you, Joshua.
I'm actually not. I wasn't into anime. By the time I was into anime, Brotherhood was already out, so people were just like, just watch Brotherhood. I was. Yep.
Than Brotherhood.
Well, hey, it wouldn't be a Cody
Obviously,
stream if your
Brotherhood better.
thing was muted the whole time.
Hey,
I even had audio. I had the audio volumes up too. I was looking at them, and I didn't question that there was only one line.
it's a good thing that our first discussion wasn't, hey, Jonathan, what's your favorite manga?
I know. I'm like, hey, what's your favorite thing? And then
There's that silence for the next 5 minutes. Yeah, that's pretty good.
I could have like fucked up. Damn, like fucking Boku no Pico.
Dude, I was just thinking, I was like, man, what's like the most shitty thing I could go like for like, hey, what's for a quick recap for those since you guys didn't hear, but it's like Boku no Pico, Domestic Girlfriend.
Interspecies reviewers.
What's the one with like the insects on Mars that it like turned out to be really racist?
I don't know.
Terraformers.
Oh yeah.
What's after was one that Stan Lee did with the guy, and they were like all automatons. I really like that one too. Well, I'm sorry, who the fuck is this? I don't know who this guy is, but I want to be him.
Sir, it's I don't know.
Night of the Blinding Dawn. I don't know who the fuck you are, but can I be your friend?
Is it the guys in the white armor? Oh no.
No, you'll see him. Trust me, you will know who I was talking about.
Fair.
Anyways, yeah, so he is my favorite class in the game too. I love Dragoons.
I was gonna say, is he a Dragoon?
Yeah, I fucking love Dragoons, man.
You take care
Easily my favorite Final Fantasy class.
Fair.
Right up there. It's that or the Summoner.
Yeah, I like Dragoons, I like Summoners, I like Dark Knights. I'm a simple man.
Dark Knights are okay. I liked them. So in Final Fantasy 3, I know you just said you got done playing that.
Yeah.
Dark Knights are one of the ones, at least in the 3D remake, that you had to like go unlock separately. So I just didn't have those for a while.
Ah, fair. Yeah, no, they were given whenever you. Oh, hey, there he is.
Dude, he is so badass.
It's cool as fuck.
It's just a shame he's going down like a bitch.
But one thing I was gonna say about something I really like in video games. I think Square actually does. As much as I want to give Square shit, Square is really good with implementing sort of themes and just things into gameplay. I.e. is the kid, because he's supposed to be really powerful, but he's really sick. So every time you used your fireball, you like fell over.
You were like stunned for a minute.
And I really like that. I think that's a really good way to implement your story into your gameplay.
Night of the Blinding Dawn slain. Do I get? Can I be a dragoon now?
Yeah,
Can I be a dragooner?
I have
Wait a
no.
minute.
What? I have no idea what the skill tree is like. Like I don't know.
Either. I still haven't unlocked it.
Yeah, like I said, like I don't know anything about this game after. I know like the mission or two after this, and then that is literally it. Everything else is a fucking blur. Oh, I say blur. I don't know why I said that. It's not a blur. I just don't know it. You're gonna regret that, boy. He's not doing as much Dragoon stuff. Oh, there we go. There's double jump.
Yeah, he does. Like he does the jumps, but that's it.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's not as cool as his intro.
Yeah, I was gonna say his intro is like so badass, and I was like, honestly, I still love his design. I think his armor is badass as fuck.
The fight's just.
But I will say, I was kind of disappointed with that boss fight.
Yeah.
I was definitely like, man, this guy looks so cool. His like intro is so cool. I want to be him. And then you hit him like the rest.
I was gonna say at least like the plant. I feel like the plant boss fight had a lot more love into it.
The plant boss fight had you have to get away from here. I get that the AOE around it, but I don't know how much I would say that. Like I don't know. They both felt like just mash the button and then get away when he's doing a special move.
Fair.
But I'm waiting for the moment that the like gameplay changes and it has to, like I have to learn to do something besides mash the button and get away when he's doing something special.
I didn't even get away. You have so many fucking potions.
I haven't touched a potion since they made me use it.
Yeah, I haven't either. But that's why I'm like I'm not even really dodging because if I get hit, I'll just use a potion.
I've honestly forgotten how to use a potion.
Honestly, same. But
anyway, what we're talking about? Yeah, Full Metal Alchemist is good.
Yeah, no, the manga. Again, I only very recently read the manga as of last year, because for the long I was always worried that it was gonna be I don't know why. It's just I feel like the anime is so good. I'm like, well, what if the manga is disappointing? But nope, the manga is fantastic.
Can I bitch about one thing from Brotherhood and the manga for you?
Yeah.
So, do you remember the part towards the end where Alphonse traps Pride?
Yeah.
And the big rock thing.
I love
and
that
then
scene.
Just sits there. Yeah. So in my mind, the problem there is, why isn't Alphonse just kicking the shit out of Pride the entire time in there? Like Pride can't use his powers. He's just a kid, and Alphonse is a suit of armor. He doesn't get tired. So why is he not like just running in there and fucking slamming the child into the dirt the whole time? We've seen that the homunculi can die if they are hurt enough. That's how they killed Lus. Why is Alphonse like not thing is like, oh, I've trapped him. He has no power. Yep, guess we'll make use of this opportunity. I'll change my arm into a sword, and we're gonna get stabbing.
Fair. I mean, there's definitely an argument for that. I guess for me, it's like I don't know. Alphonse can fight. He is good at fighting, but I never got the impression that he likes fighting. And for him, his role was to take pride out of the fight. So like he thought his job was done.
You know, I don't think I've ever seen them use the word "fuck" in a video game before. Actually, instead of like maybe Grand Theft Auto.
Oh,
I can no longer say that.
Oh shit! This game's rated M, isn't it?
Yeah.
I thought it was because Final Fantasy are usually teen, aren't they?
I don't know. The oh fuck caught me off guard.
I haven't gotten there yet, but I have seen Daddy's head hit the ground.
Yeah, you're about to be. Anyways, yeah. So I remember because I remember watching that scene because I watched it during COVID and I was like, you know, why isn't he just like beating the shit out of this child? And like people were like, well, it's because Alphonse is gentle. I'm like, he was hitting him with stone pillars 5 minutes ago.
There, yeah. I think he just felt he didn't have to.
Maybe I don't know.
He felt like
I've always hated that. It felt like a plot hole, especially because they use pride later.
Yeah, I mean fair, but he's also 12.
Yeah, I mean I get that. It's why I'm like I'm not too harsh on it. I'm not like why isn't this guy a cold-blooded killer?
Yeah.
But I am like it seems like it was there for plot.
Fair, you're not wrong. But
the kind of thing I was going to say about the original Full Metal Alchemist, by the way, is I think that they did the concept of why homunculi exist is a lot more interesting there. And it's homunculi are the results of people who try to bring back the dead.
Yeah,
so
I knew that. Yeah. So that's why their mom is.
Yeah, she's like Envy or what? She's Sloth.
Yeah,
and then Wrath is their mentor's child, because she also tried to revive him.
Yeah, no, I think that is much cooler than Dad made these because he wanted warriors.
Yeah, he did this because he wanted to have them, and they're based off the 7 deadly sins because fuck you. So I really like that. My only complaint about it is we only get explanations for why three of the homunculi exist in the original. We get Envy, Sloth, and Wrath. Or no, Greed, Sloth, and Wrath are explained, and not the rest. And I think that's kind of stupid.
Oh, that is kind of dumb.
Like if you're going to introduce this concept,
go all the way.
Like okay, go all the way. So that's like the one thing I really give credit for is that's a really cool idea.
Yeah, I've heard that the original series is totally watchable. It just by the time I got into anime, Brotherhood was it was also kind of just out, so it was done, but it was especially the hot shit. New. Yeah, so everyone's like, oh, just watch Brotherhood and skip the original, because I think people were kind of hot. I feel like people have come around to the original now, but if they were after Brotherhood came out, people were like, oh, fuck the original. But then now they're I still
think it's definitely people are like, from what I've seen, people are like, the first one's watchable, but if you're gonna watch it, you had to do it before Brotherhood because it is worse.
Yeah, basically what I've heard, it's watchable, which for someone who watched a lot of anime in that era, that went past the manga.
It's the opening again.
Yeah. He jumped around in time. And we also just killed Tyler or whatever. I don't remember that guy's name. I don't think that was Tyler.
Okay.
Joe.
I think I can't remember where I got Brayden and Caden from. I think it was from a post about The Bachelorette. And it was showing off the new season, and they all looked almost exactly the same. And somebody was like, oh, I can't wait to see if it's Jaden, Brayden, Caden, or Gaden that gets the girl.
Yeah, I think I've seen that. Yeah, no, but I was gonna say is I like the bride scene, even though I think you're totally fair, because it leads to one of my favorite scenes. I think the Alphonse using the Philosopher's Stone is one of my favorite fight scenes in the series.
Well, I think he used it at that point because that's how he made the big Earth Dome, right?
No, because he didn't. use it until I thought he didn't use it until Kimberly showed up.
I could be wrong. It's been 4 years since I've watched it.
Or maybe he didn't actually, or maybe he just didn't use it in like a fight. Maybe he only used it for the dome.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
I might be wrong. Again, it's been 4 years since I've watched it, and you've definitely read it more recently than I have. So I trust you.
Fair. Yeah, that's how I remember. Yeah, and I think that fight scene is really cool. I think it's Alphonse's probably his best moment, and I just think it's really neat.
Are you telling me that his best moment wasn't the time that he was sneaking the snake lady in his armor and they got stabbed?
No.
Which, by the way, that's a fucking cold scene.
I was gonna say I love that. That scene's great.
That is such a cold scene. That is, like, I know people like, oh, you have to like be worried about the Fuhrer, which is a weird sentence to say out loud in context. Yeah, I think most people agree that you have to be worried about it.
Yeah.
All right, now that we've gotten our the like standard part out, the stream is there. Anyways, people are like, oh, you have to be like worried from after the first episode. I'm like, no, it's like fine. But like that was the scene. I'm like, oh, yeah, you got to be worried about this.
Yeah, no, I think we talked the other day about like iconic anime villains. I think it's funny because I think Father kind of sucks, but I think Wrath is one of the better villains.
Well, that's really why I like him. Another point for the original is he's Pride. He's the big bad of the homunculi in the original.
Oh, the Fuhrers?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's not like their originator. That's some other rando. But he is like the leader of the homunculus, just under her. He is Pride.
Gotcha. Alright.
So
this on-rails shooty section is taking way too long.
Yeah, that's kind of my complaint is like, I think that the set pieces are really good. Really compliments to Square Enix here. The game looks beautiful.
Yeah, the game is gorgeous.
This is taking too long.
Yeah. I've said before, and it's usually relevant, is people ask what's the best looking video game of all time, and I have said whatever the last Final Fantasy is.
I would 100% agree with it, but I think it's definitely like whatever the newest one is, probably almost always going to be a top 5.
Yeah.
Like if somebody asked me like what the best looking game of all time was, I'd probably go with something cell shaded.
Fair.
Like,
I mean, I probably would say
like a Jet Set Radio. But just because that's one of those like a Wind Waker still holds up really well to this day.
Yeah.
And like the fact that you could say that about a game that's almost 20 years old or is 20 years old is insane.
Mm-hmm.
But like I would, for the most part, agree with Final Fantasy. Like I said, I think it's always going to be a top 5.
Yeah, no, I might necessarily not say it's my favorite, but I just think it's a kind of a safe thing to say. Like, because they're fucking good. I have a lot of issues with Square. You okay, my love?
Oh yeah.
Alright.
She dying?
She's coughing. Don't worry, I can mash triangle. Oh, we're still going, huh?
Yep. Oh, I think I lost.
Oh, that sucks.
Oh, nope. No, I'm fine.
Okay.
I guess that was supposed to happen.
Fair. But speaking of good-looking games, I don't know. You might not be as harsh on the N64 graphically as I am. I think it fucking sucks. But I was thinking when last year I replayed both Paper Marios, and Paper Mario 64 I feel like it's got to be the best looking 64 game. It's the only one that's somewhat aged well.
That's probably fair. I'd have to look at like Pokemon Stadium. I don't remember Pokemon Stadium looking too bad.
Yeah, no, the Stadium games were... Yeah, Stadium 2 especially, it's not too bad. Damnation... Oh, this is probably the thought where...
Yeah. I was like, oh, you have to beat him before he does it. And then as soon as I got into like 0 health, I fired it. And I was like, well, fuck me, I guess.
Oh, yeah. I just did the same thing happen to me. Rest in peace.
I'm not too harsh on the N64. Like, I'm not somebody who's going to be like, oh, Mario 64, why does this game look so bad?
That's me.
But the only game that I will ever get really harsh on that I think a lot of people forgive more than me is GoldenEye. And just put this, like, to be clear here. Good night. You're gonna see this when when you get to this cutscene. This game is fucking brutal.
Yeah, no. This.
Anyway,
Do we burn more people? Do we
holy
burn people
shit.
alive again?
God damn! It's still going.
Yeah, I feel like.
Anyways, God, it's still going. Holy fuck! I'm sorry. You're gonna understand when you get.
Now I'm seeing the cutscene's gorgeous, but
Are you at the point where you're just kicking the shit out of his brother?
I'm with the Phoenix is firing like 1,000 laser beams.
Oh, you're not there yet.
Oh, okay. Is Ifrit about to?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, that's what you're talking about.
I'm sorry. It goes on for like a minute and a half.
Oh yeah, I can hear it when this.
Yeah. I'm sorry. It genuinely caught me off guard how long it went on. But yeah, like I think a lot of people are very like forgiving of GoldenEye, and I think GoldenEye is still a perfectly good shooter, and I 100% understand like why alongside Doom it's considered one of the like genre definers. But it's ugly as fuck. Like, because I think that the way that they did the textures was they took like people's faces and applied it to an N64 model rather than trying to recreate a face using an N64 model. So the faces are just like stretched over these like polygon guys, and it doesn't look good.
No, I think it looks bad. I agree.
It reminds me of, I can't remember what the name of the show was, but it's like a constantly memed on show where the characters were like a still face and they videotaped the actor's lips and just like blurred those lips onto the character.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. Jesus, you're not kidding. This just goes and goes. And
I know Yadi's really loves the Scream movies. Have you guys seen the two newest ones?
she's seen 5. She hasn't seen 6, and I have not seen either of them.
Well, in 5, the main girl stabs Ghostface like 20 something times in a row. And then to cap it on, like to outdo themselves in 6, it's like 40 something. I remember counting in the theaters.
Jesus.
And that's what that felt like. It's just, that's what watching that cutscene reminded me of. Is just like watching this thing over and over again. You're like, stop, he's already dead.
Yeah, I feel like I already kind of felt that way with the every time you beat a boss when it does the in whatever boss name slain, it feels very Elden Ring, and then like the brutality. I definitely feel like this is Souls Elden Ring inspired.
Yeah, I think that's probably fair. I definitely got that vibe from the Dragoon design.
Yeah, like not necessarily in a bad way. Like it's still Final Fantasy, but it's definitely got a coat of Elden Ring inspiration.
Why is this game so fucking brutal? Holy shit. Cody, can we play a different game? This one's kind of depressing me. Can we play like a nice happy game, like Don't Starve?
I was gonna say It Takes Two.
Yeah, holy fuck. Dude, this game has such a murder boner.
I'm curious, like what is left? Like I'm at the point where they just came across Clive.
They just introduced characters just to kill them. God damn.
Alright, rest in peace, Clive.
Anyway, I'm sorry. I don't know what to say anymore besides like, what the fuck? Um. Anyways, yeah. So yeah, that's what the cutscene reminded me of with Scream. By the way, you ever we're gonna get into like some private
Oh shit!
conversations here, I guess. Yeah, right.
Jesus.
These are my friends. Anyways, off with their heads. Anyways, you ever been scare oused?
No, but hey, the title screen. It's almost like the tutorial's finally over.
Yeah. So I went to see Scream 6 with a friend of mine, and we were watching it. And right at the end, when, like I said, they did the stabbing like 40 times, my friend of mine, she was like, "No, keep going." And there was like a damn girl, but it was also like,
Hmm.
I don't know why I found you being really into that hot. We're not going to conversation about this. We will say nothing of this to you, but we are going to have like discussions with myself about this later.
Myself and I will talk about this later.
Oh boy, I sure hope this doesn't awaken anything with me. Achievement unlocked. Oh fuck.
Shit. Alright, I'm pretty sure it has story significance. But I don't like the face tattoo.
The one that looks like clock hands
Yeah.
or whatever.
Like I think I know what it is. But I don't know, I just don't like it as a design.
I think it looks fine. Every Final Fantasy character's got to have something stupid on them.
Sir, what do you mean?
Lucen in 3 or whatever had his white hair. Cloud has his giant fucking ass hair.
Not his sword.
Oh, I mean, his Buster Sword's dumb as fuck too, but I always think of it like the PlayStation 1 title like design, where his hair is like Goku sized.
Fair.
By the way, I love hearing like discussions of old PS1 graphics, because it's always like, man, they were working with just like slightly above stick and rock level. Like that. Fun fact: that's why Lara Croft is so busty, is because of PS1 graphics. They're like, we wanted people to know she's feminine. And they're like, okay, well, we have two options: she can be flat as a board, or she can have huge boobs. Which do you want?
There is no in between.
Like, oh, that was exactly it. They're like, there is no in between. Which do you want? That's also why Tifa has huge boobs.
Fair.
They're like, we have two options. Which do you want?
I'm sure you know this. It's a pretty well-known fact, but I always like it. One of my favorite little PS1 factoids is, do you know the original name for Crash Bandicoot when they were developing it?
I don't.
It's called Sonic's Ass.
Let's fucking go.
Because the pitch was, what if we made a video game, but the viewpoint is you just look at Sonic's ass the whole time.
I was about to ask, now when you say Sonic Sass, is it Sonic space SASS, or is it Sonic apostrophe S space ASS?
Yeah, no, it's Sonic's butt.
Okay, good. See, that's how I assumed it was, but I wanted to double check, because my immediate thought was that, but I had to verify.
Fair. But yeah, I always like that one. Like, yeah, that's funny.
Like the Ratchet and Clank games, how they're all supposed to be dirty puns.
Yeah, that took me way too long to realize.
As somebody who never played a Ratchet and Clank game until the PS5, I only knew about it from like Did You Know Gaming.
I played all of them.
You know, I'm on a cutscene, and I want to say they wouldn't kill a kid on screen, but also this is Final Fantasy 16. Fuck it, off with his head.
And say, would they kill? Because we haven't killed kids yet. Except, I mean,
we were fucking tearing into the Phoenix.
Yeah, but that was Phoenix. I feel like that's different than. I feel like a lot of media has issue.
Dude, I know you're not a horror guy. The 1980s remake of The Blob. That shit is maybe one of my favorite horror movies of all time. It is brutal as fuck.
Is it?
And if I know, like I said, I know we are well established that you are not a horror guy.
Yeah.
but it is probably one of the best body horror movies I know of.
Yes,
That doesn't go
especially.
into the like, oh, wouldn't it be freaky if this guy was like a fly?
I hate the fly.
The Fly, I think both are very good movies. The original and the remake. I had to clarify when I say both, because fun fact, there's 5 Fly movies.
Yeah.
Uh,
I knew there was like the sequel.
So there's the original one from like the 1950s. Then that one has 2 sequels. Then there's the remake with Jeff Goldblum, and that one has a sequel.
Fair, yeah, I only knew about the Jeff Goldblum one and its sequel.
And we have to educate you on some movies, because we had the same conversation when it came to The Mummy.
Oh yeah.
You had no idea about the one from the 1930s.
Yep. I actually did like a lot of film class, and I watched a lot of old movies. But to be fair, there's a lot of movies. There's
Sorry to tell you, Nosferatu did not release in 2025.
Actually, I did. I watched Nosferatu.
The like original one.
Yeah, it sucks ass.
Good. It's not great, but
I mean, for what it is, obviously for what it is, it's good. But like,
I would say for being one of the original movies, and for being a movie that is over 100 years old now,
yeah,
it holds up well enough.
Yeah, for what it is, it's very impressive, but it's not good. But no, I haven't watched the new one. I have no interest.
I was to say, I know you are not a horror guy. The new one is actually really good too. I went and saw that one with my dad, and we were both pleasantly surprised how good that movie was.
Fair.
Because we kind of went to see it just because I was down visiting my parents, and my dad was like, "Hey, you want to go see a movie so we can hang out?" And I was like, "Sure." And we went and saw that, and we were both like, "Huh, this is really good, actually." Anyways, yeah, The Blob is really good horror, like body horror, without being like, "Oh, wouldn't it be scary if you were a fucking fly?" It's just like watching people get their shit dissolved is genuinely really scary. And one of them is like they do just like straight up dissolve a kid, and you're like, well, I mean, he fell into the water, he's dead, and then he pops up like above the water, and he's like half melted. And you're like, oh shit.
Alright, fire beats ice. I played Pokemon. Eat shit, Shiva.
Oh, you know what? I'm looking at the name, and it still didn't click with me who the fuck we were fighting.
Oh, fair. Yeah, doesn't help that we talk over it, but the dominants are, that's what the dominants are like.
It's like the ones that are like the incarnations of the gods. That makes sense. By the way, I'm going to say it's shocking to me that it took Final Fantasy this long to do a storyline about like the incarnations of the gods. Like, considering they are like the summons are iconic to Final Fantasy, this is the kind of thing that I would have expected like Final Fantasy VI to be about.
Yeah, it's kind of weird how the summons don't really. I mean, to be fair, 6 is ish. I don't remember how you've never played 6, have you?
I have never played 6.
Fair. Your main character is in Eidolon. But it's not really a big part of this. Like, it's a big reveal and it's a big power boost for her, but it's not like this.
It's not the story.
Yeah.
It's a like plot element for her, but it's not the element that the story is based on.
Whoa! It's our friend lady.
And he was gosh, that was.
All right, and I sure hope the internet's biggest man crush doesn't show up on screen in a second.
The Onslaught?
I mean, if you thought Final Fantasy 16 was crazy so far, wait till the fucking Onslaught shows up.
I was to say Satan's Undertale.
No, there's a guy. Okay, maybe it's not yet, but I know. I don't know a lot about this game, but I know a couple things, and I know that the internet thirsts for this side character because his voice actor. They really like his voice actor.
Matt Mercer?
Yeah.
I'm waiting for I can't tell if you're fucking with me or not, Jonathan. That's what I'm waiting for.
No, I know. I know why you're fucking with me. Also, her name's Jill. I do not care for the names in this. Fucking Joshua, Jill.
I really thought when. So I think you're ahead of me now.
Oh,
Because I
sorry.
paused because I was trying to look through our. No, I paused because I was trying to look through our our thing to see if we could use our skill points yet. Which
fair.
it looks like we have our skill tree now. I just don't know how to use it yet.
I forget the game
But
will tell us.
I really thought we were about to lose another character when Jaden pushes your character out of the way and raises his sword. I was like, oh, we're just going for another one.
Hey, they've done that before. Final Fantasy
Yeah.
12.
It's I really thought they were just like, no, fuck it. I'm sorry. At this point, I just think that like any character could die. This is Game of Thrones now.
Being fair, they killed dad and brother.
Oh, they killed dad. They killed brother. They killed the two sisters that were introduced for no fucking reason other than to die.
Caden and Braden, literally everyone, and we also killed some of the. Hey, Tiamat, I know that guy. He's a dragon.
Yeah, he's in Dungeons and Dragons. Also, speaking of, props to Final Fantasy 15 for giving us one of the most badass Bahamut designs to me.
Is it? I'm sure I've seen it, but I didn't get very far in the game.
It's a knight-like dragon, and his so he's not really like a dragon. He's a guy wearing like dragon armor,
Okay,
and he has wings made of swords.
that's cool.
Yeah, he is badass fucking looking.
Yeah, no,
me see.
I was gonna say I always thought it was weird. Like outside of I think 10, the summons really are never. They're just a thing. Like for how iconic they are, they're never really a part of the plot.
Yeah.
They're just a thing there. And yeah, it's weird that 10 focused on it a bit, but even then, only really focused on summon nerves, didn't focus on the summons. But it's where they wait until 16. Whee!
There's Bahamut.
Sir, I can't look behind right now. I'm mashing triangle. I think hitting with the sword is better, but I kind of like just.
Yeah,
keep
I was gonna say I have exclusively been when you were like triangle. I was like, why?
Well, to be fair, that was when we were the
Phoenix. Tiamat too.
Yeah.
And we are just fucking this guy up with the sword.
Yeah, when I said we were mashing triangle, that was the Phoenix cutscene where we were mashing triangle.
Oh, you could just hold it down.
Oh, could you? Oh, whoops.
Yeah.
Okay, that's kind of cool. I still think I like Bahamut just as a dragon, but
So I'm cool with him being a dragon, and if it was like all the time, he was like, oh, every time he's a knight. But I think most of the time he's a dragon, so I think us getting something different with him is cool.
no, yeah, and I don't think I'd put it as my favorite, but I'm on board. I'm not against it.
So I also like him in D&D, where he's just, if you don't know Bahamut in D&D, he's usually just like this old traveling hobo,
Yeah.
and he's known for his like golden canaries, which are actually just like, ancient dragons. And I always love that. It's one of those like I always want to drop him in a campaign and be like, you be the traveling hobo. He's like walking around with his gold birds, but I always know that I have one murder hobo, and
Don't skill.
somebody is gonna fuck it up.
Yeah.
Somebody is going to like try to mug Bahamut, and everyone's gonna have to die.
All right, there. Whenever I don't know how far ahead am I of you, but there's the thirst trap.
I just beat Wyvern.
Okay, you mean Tiamat?
Tiamat. Yeah, they called him a Wyvern. Oh, we run to Jill. Time to fuck her in the middle of the battlefield.
Sir, it's not that kind. It's not that Game of Thrones.
If I'm going out, I'm going out happy. The Raider's like, no, wait a minute. Let's see the thirst trap. I don't think I know this thirst trap.
Yeah, it's mostly his voice. I mean, I think the design doesn't hurt, but
Thunder God? Okay.
yeah, people really like his voice. Which, I mean, fair. It's very sexy.
I can't remember who the Thunder God is in Final Fantasy. I remember there is a Thunder God.
There's a couple. Odin got reworked as Thunder. Ramu is the main one that you're probably thinking of.
Ramu, that's who I'm thinking of.
But yeah,
Honestly, I might be thinking of Odin too.
Yeah, Odin was reworked as Thunder, and I think 13 was the first one.
Well, you can get something and it's a dog. Oh, there he is.
Yep, there he is.
I thought the first strip was the dog. For a second.
I mean, it's the internet.
I was like, damn, man. I was Sid. Oh, it's okay. Of course, it's Sid. Why wouldn't it be Sid?
Is she disappointed on the Titan? Does she not want to fuck him anymore?
Man, there are so many fucks tonight. Almost as many as the last time we were here. That was a lot of fucking then too. You see, kids, it's funny because last time it was literal, and this time.
Also,
speaking of, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, for being like an early event in the game, there's a lot of fucking dominance here. Like, it's four on this battlefield.
Yeah, we're 2 hours in, and we've seen, I don't know how many summons are going to be in this game, but we've seen like 6 of them. Like, one would think that it's a story about like finding them all. So, all right, we were talking about like the summon designs and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Final Fantasy has some of the best designs in of any media.
Yes.
But also some of the dumbest.
Yes.
I think it's Final Fantasy VIII that has what's her face that's wearing a dress made of just belts.
I think you're right.
That's one of the ones I'm like, yeah. Somebody posted her design is like, it's only just now that I realized that.
It's 10. It's Lulu.
Okay, is it 10?
Which
somebody posted her design and was like, I'm just now realizing that her entire outfit is made of belts. She kind of looks stupid. I'm like, yeah.
Which I will say that I mean, I think 10 is the worst. 10 is the worst designs in Final Fantasy. I hate the designs in 10. Oh yeah, I just sent it to you.
Yeah, I don't know why I keep posting these in the voice.
No,
I'm probably annoying Keith, but yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking of.
Yeah, no, 10. Tidus is awful. Waka's awful. Yuna's fine. I like Riku's awful. Yuna's about the only one.
Amazing. I know him from Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, I think 10 designs. 10 designs are just awful. But generally, yes, I agree.
Road to Kingdom Hearts 4 when?
No, thank you.
So are you telling me you don't want to play 365 divided by 2 days or whatever the fuck that one's name
I'll
is?
play 2 of those games with you.
Okay. I mean, I understand that Dream Drop Distance is really good, but I don't know why you choose that one and try to think of a Chain of Memories.
I was gonna say
their names are really dumb. I have to think of like, what's the stupidest thing you could possibly call a game? Yeah, that sounds about right.
That sounds about right. Recoded.
Yeah. Like I said, 365 divided by 2 or whatever the fuck that one's name is.
That's one of the dumbest ones. Especially because it's supposed to pronounce it 365 over 2.
Sure. Yeah, I just liked it as 365 divided by 2. I thought I was kidding.
No, it is. That is the name of the game. But it's pronounced over 2. Come on, sir.
Sir, how could you possibly be mispronouncing it? It's actually Hunter x Hunter. The X is silent. Just to...
it's where the X is silent, but not in Spy. But because is it Spy or is it Spy X Family? I actually don't know that one.
Honestly, it could also be Spy Cross Family.
Fair. Because I feel like it's Spy X Family, but now it doesn't sound right.
I think it's Spy Family.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Fuck
there's no reason that the X no reason that the X should be silent.
I purposely say Hunter x Hunter just because it annoys Hunter x Hunter fans.
That's how I pronounced it for years.
Yeah.
It's also the same thing for like Legend of Zelda. I did not learn Link's name until like fucking Wii era, like when I got Smash Bros. Brawl for the first time. So I just always assumed that the guy that was in charge of the Legend of Zelda games was Zelda.
I mean, it's fair. You're not wrong. I think I've probably told this before, but since I don't know Dragon Ball I don't know Dragon Ball at all. I thought that Super Saiyan 3 Goku was a different character. I thought that was Gohan. Because I knew the names.
I think you have told me that before.
Yeah. And I still honestly kind of stand by it that it's not, if you don't watch the series, it's honestly not super obvious that Super Saiyan 3 Goku is also Goku.
Yeah.
Because obviously I didn't know Super Saiyan was a thing. I just knew that I saw it around, and kids in school liked it.
Anyways, man, I've been meaning to. I keep forgetting to bring this up. So, Chainsaw Man released today. I know
Yeah.
you're not keeping up with part 2.
Nope.
Fun fact: we're getting to what I assumed was the final arc.
Yeah, you said you thought it was over
Fighting
soon.
Yeah, so they're about to fight the Death Devil. What was your favorite part of part 1's final arc? Was it when we discovered that Makima was a villain? I really hope so, because we're doing it again.
Oh, but Makima was built up over the entire course of part 1. We were
We're
told
doing it again.
repeatedly, don't trust Makima.
Yeah, we're doing it again.
But like, how again?
Yeah, it turns out the War Devil actually is like super terrible, and she's gonna have like this majorly evil plan. Like the girl that's possessed by the War Devil is like, it's worse than extinction. Like you have to kill her and me too. And I'm like, okay, this could be like a ruse, but it feels like a really weird ruse to use like in the middle of the final arc.
I can't kill you. You gave me a hand job.
Actually, no. I appreciate Denji for that one. Is Denji like I immediately went into murder mode, and she's like, "Hold up, you're not gonna like think about this?" And he's like, "No, you said to kill you."
Yeah. Okay, well, that's fair. That's also on brand for Denji.
Yeah, it's like I appreciate that. Like as much as I bitch about Denji, I appreciate that he is a character without a thought process. He's like, "Well, okay, you said this was really bad.
Yeah.
So you said this was really bad, and that I should kill you."
His
I'm doing what I was told.
His murder boner is almost as big as his regular boner.
By the way, opening sentence of I think the last chapter was "Can't sleep, too many boners," and I feel like that has to be a meme. I feel like that's a meme format somewhere.
Probably. That's pretty good. Right. But yeah,
How long do you want to keep going tonight?
I figured we'd probably stop. I don't know. I'm about to talk to Sid in his room. I figured that's a good stopping point. But somewhere in this hideout, wherever.
Yeah, I got to the hideout, so you want to talk? I'm just trying to figure out since we've been going for about an hour.
Fair, yeah. And I went up to Sid. I was gonna call it after this cutscene.
Okay. Anyways, your son. Sorry.
I don't remember. Oh yeah, I was just gonna say that sounds stupid. Like again, for Makima, it was great because it was built up. I mean, I guess it's different because that's an actual twist. Makima thing wasn't really a twist. Like we were shown pretty early and told it's a twist-ish.
I'll say her being the control devil is a twist.
Fair, but we were definitely told, don't trust Makima.
Yeah, her being a villain was not. Her being the control devil itself was.
Fair. Okay, yeah, I didn't think she was a devil. I thought she was a whatever Denji is.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck they're called. Because he's different than Power too. Because Power was the devil possessing a person.
Yeah, I knew that.
I don't remember what the fuck they're called. They're called like fiends or some shit.
Yeah. We haven't, unless maybe part 2. I did stop watching that dog shit. But have we seen another fiend?
Devil possessing a person?
Yeah.
There's a couple. I think Famine might be one, but I could be wrong. Arguably War is.
I was
'cause
gonna say,
War
I guess
possessed
technically
her half the
War,
time.
but it's like a half and half.
Yeah, War's possessing her half the time. Like I said, I think Famine might be, but for the most part now even in fairness, those were pretty rare in the original one too. I think
mean,
Power was one of the only
I was
ones
gonna
we
say
saw.
Yeah, I think it's a fine concept, like for the world, but we never see it again.
Also,
But yeah, I was gonna say, I would in going back to Chainsaw Man and top manga, it would definitely be lower top 10, but I would probably put part one. Part one is close to top 10. I just pretend that there's no part two.
I don't know how I could put it in there. I still consider Chainsaw Man to be one of those sunk cost fallacies for me.
Yeah, I know you don't like part one nearly as much.
Yeah, I'm just not a fan of part one. Not a fan of most of part two. Honestly, it's one, like I said, it's a sunk cost fallacy. It's one of those things. It's something to read in the middle of the week.
Fair. It's funny because I liked it more, and then I got out, and then you're like, "Oh, I'm already here."
Yep.
Okay,
I mean, in fairness, I think it does occasionally have really good things. Like I think that the aging devil arc was really good. It's the most recent arc in part two.
fair.
I think that whole thing was really good. And then we have like jack off scene where we have to go to jack off arc where we have to go to prison. And then by go to prison, I mean we go to prison for like 3 chapters and then we leave.
Fun. Yay. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I would also more to the top 5. Probably I have just a hard time ranking Slam Dunk. I think Slam Dunk is phenomenal, except the last chapter is the probably worst chapter in any manga I've read. But not the last arc, just the last chapter. The last chapter is so garbage that I don't know how I rate the whole series. Can you judge 31 volumes off one chapter?
So that reminds me of I know we've talked about the final chapter of Slam Dunk. And I'm pretty sure I've told you this one. So speaking of dumb manga names, by the way, there was a manga that came out a couple years ago, and its name is P, and it's 7 of them in a row. It's apparently a musical term. It means like really quiet. So it's supposed to be like P. But people call it like P7 because nobody wants to call it P P P P P P P. That's so dumb name, but also I love that thing's final chapter because the manga got canceled.
Is that the one where he says, "Fuck it, the bad guy wins"?
He's like, "Fuck it, bad guy wins." Good guy's mom dies, who was really sick, and she was waiting for all her kids to show up. No, she's just dead now. It's just, the main character who was like secretly really bad at me, who was always really bad at music, but like secretly had this genius persona in him that like hated people. Yeah, the genius actually takes over and it kills the mental version of him that's really nice, and goes on to like become the dad second. That's the end of the manga. It's like, oh, okay. And you know what? Props to him for having the balls to do that.
Let's see. Oh, we do have like a skill tree.
Yeah. I was really thinking that 200 points would go further than it did in here.
Yeah, that's not a very big skill tree.
Nope.
Well, we get Phoenix powers. But aren't we? Also, we have used the Phoenix Queen, but are we not Bahamut?
No, we're part Phoenix.
Because we're the ones who transformed Bahamut, aren't we?
We
or not Bahamut, Ifrit, sorry, yeah.
Yeah. I assumed we'd have like absorbed it. I'm sure if we were paying attention, during the cutscenes, it would make sense. But I just kind of assumed we'd absorb part of the Phoenix's power after we
Killed Brobo.
Yeah.
Can we not unlock abilities yet?
Although we were using the Phoenix powers before then, so maybe
Yeah, I was gonna say we. I just figured. I don't know. I guess I thought we would lose them after becoming Ifrit, but. Oh, okay, we can't. Not every. Okay, I was trying to upgrade melee attacks. I'm like, I'm gonna keep pressing square, but there was no upgrades for melee. Ooh, there's a stomp.
Projectile. Alright, I bought a couple of things. I got the ability to charge my magic, because frankly, I've been trying to do that for a while now.
Ooh,
I
we
got the
can.
ability to set my sword on fire,
I was
and
gonna.
then I mastered that.
was
And
gonna
then I
say.
learned Heat Wave,
I went for.
because, for double battles, I really need a move that's going to hit both targets, and 80 of base power, whatever the fuck it is pretty good.
Right,
I
yep.
see kids, it's a Pokemon joke.
All right, Burning Blade sounds really mashy, and so perfect. And then Charge Magic. Yeah, sounds good. Oh, I can't. Bastard.
Can't afford it?
Yeah, I was trying to to upgrade the magic thing too.
Yeah, I was only able. I only upgraded the sword, the Burning Blade.
Fair. All right, and I bought heat. Yeah, I did the exact same upgrades you did.
I thought you said you were buying Stomp.
No, I thought about it, but I didn't buy Stomp. All right, let's save. And there we go. Now, yeah, I know the first mission with Sid, and then that is it. So
I know nothing else. This game has been blind to me.
yeah, no, I literally couldn't tell you a single thing that happens after the first Sid mission. So we will learn together on the next time. I'm glad we're not. I'm glad we're not popular, because could you imagine with how little we pay attention to the story? It's like all the fucking game grumps, like how mad people get at